Michael.
I was going to bring up Scott Totten is in Florida. He's in somewhere in Florida, Central Florida somewhere. But this song that came together, I mean, I had a lot of time on my hands because our last concert was in early March. And I was sitting there and I talked to John. I said, I want to write a song. So I gave I called Tim Bonham, was our keyboard player, got the tempo and the right key. And then he sent that to Scott Totten in Florida, who then spoke to everybody in the band. I mean, 2 guys in Nashville. Scott, do you want to explain how you got this thing done? It was pretty miraculous due to technology.
Well, yeah, Mike had been talking to me about all these lyrics that he wanted to include with the song and his idea for the song. And, you know, so part of the process is me going back and forth with Mike and saying, okay, well, tell me what's the chorus, you know, what's the hook? And then Mike would say, okay, I'll call you back in a minute. And he would call me back and say, okay, I got it now, ready? And then so once we picked out a key and a tempo, we had a feel, and for you know, Mike's influences, of course, are, you know, Chuck Berry, Lieber and Stoller, and Little Richard, and so, and all those things, you know, combined add up to kind of the Beach Boys sound. So I brought that to what I do here, which is play little drums, a little guitar, a little piano, got a bass over there, and took Mike's song and lyrics, and then I came up with some ideas for harmonies, and so I sent the track to the other guys in the band, Brian Eichenberger in Nashville, and Christian Love, who has the same last name as Mike, Mike's son, who lives in Santa Barbara. And so the 3 of us sang backgrounds on it as well. And then got it to Mike for him to put his lead vocal on. Also Randy, our sax player who lives in Nashville, added some horns as well. And then after Mike sang his lead vocal, they sent it all back to me, and I kind of mixed it and all the audio elements together, and then passed it off to John Stamos to help out with the video aspect of it.
It was fun, huh, Mike? Do you guys see Mike walking around in his Speedos and stuff up there in Tahoe? Because I know everybody, we're on the road. He dresses, you know, a sarong maybe. But have you guys all seen Mike around town and over all these years? Yeah. I haven't been to your place in Tahoe in so many years. I'm dying to come back.
They're being good neighbors.
How are we doing with the technology? Not good. Oh, that's swell.
So, do you want to sing into the computer? Yeah.
Can I do that?
Work away around that, yeah.
Can I do that? Okay, this is going to be a little different because usually we have a band together. Now we did this beautiful video thanks to everybody, and but in particular, John Stamos for, you know, using up three weeks of his life, as he says. But he comes from an area of television, so he knows what to do with videos and stuff. I don't know that much. I'm a little challenged that way. But anyway, we had a lot of help from Scott and the rest of the band, but in particular, John Stamos. Give him high five. If you like the video, that's good. If you don't, and blame John.
Scott Baio produced it. If you don't like
it.
Anyway, so I think rather than wait for our stuff to be functioning, we can just play the video. This too shall pass. Okay, then let's do it. This is kind of like a little ad-libbing, because I'm going to sing, try to sing live to the track that Scott put together and all the other guys, and John Stamos did the video. So what we've done is we have just the track in the backgrounds, and I'm going to try and sing the lyrics over the song. Let's see.
He's walking on water, isn't he?
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, well.
And by the way, I just wanted to say something. After doing this and playing it, Jerry Yount sent me a really, really nice message. It was very simple. And the whole purpose of this is to give up people the idea that although we're going through all this pandemic stuff, this too shall pass. I mean, that's based on all of our lives, living through the various things we've gone through, whether it be the Vietnam War or social, you know, student unrest or racial problems or whatever it may be. These things sometimes, at some point in time, they work themselves out through a lot of people. And so I was thinking about all the people that are affected by the pandemic and all the great people in the medical community and others, you know, first responder types. And it's been tough, but there's been a lot of great people and great energy put towards the solutions. And so that's why I came up with the idea this too shall pass, which is slightly different than all things must pass, which is George Harrison. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if we can do it or not.
Sorry.
What?
Email came out that it's from purple.
What?
Well,
So I can't use the earphones, right?
Correct. All that.
Shoot, amazing.
Oh, you are being tested.
Yeah, I know. Wow. Wow.
Well, I actually rerun
It's all good.
Yeah,
Just
pretty
being here
good
is
for
fine.
you said something disparaging about yourself, but you were good. I thought you were great.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know what
Get
you're
lucky-
talking
I get
about.
lucky sometimes.
No,
Yeah,
it's always-
you were.
well,
Just so you know, we spent, I've been here a whole day testing it,
Yeah, that's the
and it was all working, and it failed the second two off. It's the lightning.
Oh, yeah, I'm the bad luck charm.
Yeah.
Tom, you have some extra techno help just down the street if you want another set of eyes, or how are you feeling? Neil Frank is.
Breaking. These,
I don't know if he knows me. I can text him and ask.
but yeah, I'm not, it's gonna take me an hour to find out where the fault happened.
Oh, so let's figure out a way to dance around it.
That's what I'm doing,
Okay,
and that didn't work.
okay. Oh.
So that was.
We're
that
on
was
plan C now.
Okay, well, let's just do it live on
I love the colorful clothes she wears and the way the sunlight plays upon her hair. I hear the sound of a gentle word on the wind that lifts her perfume through the air. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Good vibrations. Close my eyes, she somehow goes now. Softly smile, I know she must be kind. When I open her eyes, she goes with me to a blossom wood we find. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Take
Nice banana.
Gotta keep those loving good vibrations happening with her. Gotta keep those loving good vibrations happening with her. Gotta keep those loving good vibrations happening with her.
What's that?
The same way.
What's that?
Perfect. We're gonna put this too shall pass, unless you want to tell a little bit about how you wrote Good Vibrations. How the
There you go.
words-
Give me a turn, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Well, my cousin Brian took months to do the track, and finally it was done, and we had the recording session set. And I have been accused of many times of procrastination.
No, no.
Hey, can you stop sharing the screen so we can see Mike? Hit stop sharing screen. Who's ever in charge here? Thank
Well,
you.
anyway, thank you, producer. Stamos, you're on. You explain it, how I
Well,
wrote it.
No. Well, I think Brian had worked on the music in different studios all over all over town,
right.
and it was
That's right.
literally the time to write the lyrics, and you didn't have them, and you're on your way to the studio in a car with your ex-wife, Suzanne, maybe, I don't know.
That
And go ahead.
It was the mother of the guy who sings the lead on the song now.
And she was doing dictation for you, right?
She did. She wrote it out.
I have an
Yeah,
important
I was
question to
right.
ask. I have a question to ask you. What the
What
hell
is-
does excitation mean? I believe you might have made that one up.
You know what? It's better than prevarication. You know, no, it rhymed with good vibrations, excitations. Get it?
That's cool. So it meant like an attraction, excitement kind of thing.
That's exactly what I meant. Yes.
I love it.
I wrote the song, it was the 1960s, 1966 to be exact. And it was flower power and all that peace and love and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I figured this was the Beach Boys' answer to it's the psychedelic tome, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you, when that song came out and it was your biggest hit at that time, and
It was.
you must have been just blown away.
Well, no, what was blown away is the Beatles, because on the strength of Good Vibrations,
Right.
going to #1, we were voted the #1 group in Great Britain.
Right.
#2 being the Beatles. I say, take that, Mop Tops. But anyway, no, but nobody has been more prolific or more successful than the Beatles. That's a fact.
But I know you guys were in competition at times that,
Yeah,
they
it
would
was-
come out with Revolver, and then you did Pet Sounds, and they did Sgt. Pepper's, and, it was quite a,
And I was there in India when when Paul McCartney came down to the breakfast table singing back in the USSR. And that was cool.
but you helped
talk
him.
about all girls around Russia, and he put that in the song. Turns out he can craft a tune pretty handily, actually.
Yeah. But you could really hear the Beach Boy influence in that, These
Yeah.
girls really mock me. Wee.
Absolutely, Beach Boys style harmony. Yeah.
And how much of the writing did you get on that? 10%, 50%?
Oh, jeez. Are you trying to stir something up here?
No, I mean,
No,
come on.
no.
I know
I
that
just gave him a couple ideas.
that was cool. That's really cool.
It was really neat. Yeah. It was a special time.
Wow.
Are we ready to? Are we ready to try This Too Shall Pass? Okay. Okay, John, we're going to do this song that cost you hours of your life in terms of putting the video together. Maybe weeks. I don't know.
Weeks.
Love it.
Okay.
We all remember when school is out was a cause for celebrations. Nobody ever even thought about closing down entire nations. Washing hands and wearing masks, and it's not even Halloween. Shaking hands is a thing of the past due to social distancing. People are wondering how long it'll last. As the saying goes, this too shall pass. Well, I believe the best is yet to come. So let's get back to having fun, fun, fun in the sun. In the meantime, people, there can be no doubt. Lots of folks deserve a big shout out. First responders and the National Guard, doctors and nurses all working real hard. It's kind of like a viral Super Bowl, so do unto others, it's good for the soul. All 50 states with a unified goal. God bless America, that's how we roll. People are wondering how long it'll last. As the saying goes, this too shall pass. Well, I believe the best is yet to come. So let's get back to having fun, fun, fun in the sun. We're turning lemons into lemonade. Just be cautious, don't be afraid. Do what the doctors recommend. The sooner we do, this pandemic will end. People are wondering how long it'll last. As the saying goes, this too shall pass. Well, I believe the best is yet to come. So let's get back to having fun, fun, fun in the sun. To having fun, fun, fun in the sun.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Scott, for doing the tracks. Thank you, John Stamos, for playing the drums and producing the video. Thank you so much. And for being part of this Zoom.
Now what? I get around?
No, I think our system is kind of, challenged at the moment. So we're gonna give it back to Carly, I think. All right. Thank you. Thanks for your contributions.
Thank you, everybody.